Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Alex from Velocity Trading. Today is Tuesday, August 25th, and I'm just going to make this video pretty short. I just wanted to speak a little bit about patience. And patience is a very big thing in the market. Obviously, comes hand in hand with having discipline, of course. Um, Obviously, right now in the market, and as we're progressing further in time, you just start to realize that patience is something that not that many people have, and it's obviously starting to die out further and further. I really do personally believe that it does happen to come with technology as well, and more so with the younger generation like myself. I mean, I'm only 21. I'm about to be 22 in the next upcoming months, so I can speak a little more for the younger generation and how that also can connect to the stock market here. Um, Throughout time, of course, as technology really has advanced, it really has been conditioning, especially the younger generation, to always want things now. Give it to me now. I want it now. And when it comes to a point in time where you're told no and you have to wait, right? And you're said no, well, you have to wait. You're not going to have it now. That's when people start to get very emotional. Um, and you're not acceptable to being told no. You want it now. Give it to me now, now, now. I mean, just think about it when you're loading up a page on your Yahoo browser, your Google or Firefox, whatever you use, and maybe the page is taking an extra couple seconds longer to load, and then you start getting super fidgety, and you're like, oh man, what the hell is going on? The page isn't loading up. Or the new iPhone comes out, and you're like, man, this new iPhone came out. I gotta go get this new phone today. I can't wait till tomorrow. I can't wait till next week. I have to get it today. And I remember when I was younger, I used to be a little bit into gaming, and these games would come out, and I would always be like, man, I got to get this game today. I just can't wait until tomorrow. All my friends are getting the game. They're all hopping online and or whatnot. They're all playing the game. I got to go get it today. Mom, come on, can we go get the game? Let's go. No, you can't get it today, right? And then you just start getting super pissed off, and you're like, man, what the hell? Well, I just want everything now. I want it now, now, now. And this isn't me bashing obviously anyone. It's just the whole point how it connects to the stock market here is that there's just a big lack of patience, and it could be a very bad thing and detrimental for either your account or just for your whole emotion side of being in the market in general. Most people in the market are taught to make a trade every single day. If you're not making a trade every single day, then there's no point. You're just wasting your time. What are you doing? Why are you just sitting here for 8 hours a day, 9 hours, whatever, however much time that may be, without taking a single trade? You're not making any money. But that's not the case. The whole thing that I preach here at Velocity and within the community is really all about patience. I'm going to give you guys a little tip too, and I've mentioned in a lot of several videos, is that in the market we are only trending 30% of the time. So if I know that we're only trending 30% of the time in the market, 70% of the time we're going to be ranging, right? We're going to be consolidating, right? We're just going to be, in that kangaroo phase. And you can go to any chart and you can see that, right? Nothing's going to be making, any sort of impulse move in any direction at any given time. It's going to have its consolidation phases, right? It's going to be building energy for its next move. It's not always going to be trending, right? And that's a point in time in the market where a lot of traders tend to get caught up in a lot of the noise, where there's obviously an identifiable range, but maybe it's the option buyers that are getting killed on that that time decay, or it's just not a clear overall direction. People are getting super emotional, and they're not just willing to really stay patient and wait for an overall level on the chart, right? And what do we know about the charts here, right? All it is, all these candles are, it's nothing more than just data printed on the chart from previous days, weeks, months, and years. That's all it is. It's nothing else. And it's the algos in the market that are running off of that. That's it, right? It's retailers. They can't create these moves in the market, these big red candles, big green candles, any gaps, right? It's all institutions. It's hedge funds, right? Big banks. They pay top dollar for these algorithms that are able to push money in and out of the market very easily and be able to manipulate the market in that sense. Um, and when you don't have an overall plan, right? When you don't have an overall plan, you don't have a system in place, you don't have any identifiable levels that you're looking at and waiting for that specific stock to come to you to take a long or a short, whatever side of the trade you're looking to take. it's very easy to get caught up in the middle, right? And a saying that I like to use here at Velocity is diddling in the middle. And when you get caught diddling in the middle, it can be very detrimental, and it's not a high probability trade. Trading is all about probabilities, right? You're not going to win 100% of the time, ever. No one wins 100% of the time. Maybe the best of the best traders win, 90% of the time. Maybe you have a great algorithm, right? But you're not going to win 100% of the time, right? And that's something that turns off a lot of traders from the market. They take a couple losses and then they just give up. But they're not willing to stay patient, really wait for those trades to come to them. A lot of traders really tend to overcomplicate their trading in terms of knowing that a majority of traders in the market lose, right? And that's a statistic, it's true. So knowing that, a lot of traders think that, oh, well, I have to have a bunch of these different indicators, I have to be reading a bunch of different news. But you got to think about it from the sense of a market maker, right? You always want to think like a market maker. They're the ones that are moving the market, right? The market makers want you to think that way. They want you to overcomplicate your trading, right? They want you to have all these indicators. They want you to have all these different, indicators and divergences and RSI, MACD, and the fundamental side of it as well. And that's completely fine if you're a fundamentalist, right? And I always say too, you have to figure out for yourself what kind of trader you are. You can't join, either my community, or I'm just speaking for anyone else too. You can't join any community expecting anyone to just spoon feed you and just hand you your type of trading style on a silver platter. That will only come with time and experience in the market, which is why the whole point of me making this video is the whole patience thing. And I always make the gym analogy, going to the gym, right? You go to the gym for maybe the first couple months and you're really expecting to see results and get big, and or looking to lose weight, if that's the case, and maybe you don't see the results for the first couple months and you start getting super discouraged, and then what happens from there? You give up. Something that I was taught over time is that just think about where you could be, if you took that one extra step before giving up. Think about it, right? Maybe it's a business that you wanted to start, maybe it's just anything in general that you wanted to get into and you gave up. And just really sit down and think about it, right? Where could you be right now if you took that one extra step? And that goes for anything. It doesn't even have to be just for trading. Same thing as going to the gym, right? It's always going to come with patience. And in the market here, it's nothing more than just gaining that experience over time. The great thing about this career path in the market is that you're always, bettering yourself, and you're always learning. It's just a never-ending learning process. And I always say, you always see, people coming out of high school and college, and they're like, yeah, I did it, my whole entire life, these 18 years I was going to high school, and now I'm done with college, and there's nothing to learn. I'm completely done. And then, for the rest of their life, they're just working, but they're not really interested in learning anything and bettering themselves. The best thing about the market here is that it's a never-ending learning process. I mean, the best of the best traders in the market as well are always learning, right? Even if they've been trading for decades. It's not like they know everything, right? There's always something to learn. You could always better yourself, and that's the best thing about this. But it's always going to come back to the patience and the discipline. If you're not disciplined, the market will discipline you. And, you could see how even if you have a larger account without the discipline or the patience, and you're just forcing those trades that just truly aren't there, and you don't have a system in place, you don't have a checklist, you don't have a list of criteria that you look for when you're looking for a specific trade. Remember, it's always about probabilities. If you don't have a checklist and you don't have that system in place or criteria that you look for, chances are it's going to be a low probability trade. Maybe you'll get lucky a couple times, but is in the long run, right? Longevity, is it going to be a winning strategy if you're just, holding and hoping? No. I mean, hoping's not a strategy. So I just really like to, motivate others, and obviously if you aren't in the velocity community, that's completely fine. I'm not holding a gun to anyone's head telling you to come here. I'm just really trying to get out there, especially for the younger generation too, that you just need to have patience. Even for people that aren't in the younger generation, anyone in general, there's just a big lack of patience, and it comes with anything. Going to the gym, right? Playing sports, chess or checkers, or whatever you're doing, or trading in the market, right? It's always going to come with patience, and you truly have to wait just for that plan to set up to you. as an example, someone like me that's a swing trader, I'm not taking a trade every single day, and I'm completely fine with that. Once again, you have to figure out for yourself what kind of trader you are. Are you a swing trader? Are you a scalper? Are you a day trader? Are you a momentum trader? I mean, what type of trader are you? And you're not going to figure that out in the first day, first week, first month, not even in the first year even, right? As I didn't. But it's going to come with time and patience. A lot of people tend to give up very easily nowadays, right? And the whole thing, coming back to technology, just makes people very conditioned to want things now. Give it to me now. I need it now. And if you're told no and you can't have it now, or it's not going to happen, today or even tomorrow, it starts making you super emotional, right? You just need to settle down. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a week, a month, or, like I said, even a year. Everyone's learning curve is different, of course. I'm really just trying to put that out there of the whole patience thing. You need to have a system in place that works for you, right? If you don't have a system in place, you don't have criteria that you look for on each specific trade, you don't have a checklist, chances are that it's just gambling. That's the difference between trading or swing trading, investing, whatever, and gambling. In trading here, if you have a system in place and it's all under probabilities, of course, that's trading, right? But when it comes down to gambling is when you're just putting your money in the market, looking for something to go up, or maybe you put it into a short and you're looking for it to come down, but you never had a plan, right? You need to have a plan in place. And if you don't have a plan in place, it's just, chances are it's just going to end up being a gamble. And is it a long-term winning strategy? No, it's not. And that's why you see a lot of traders in the market give up and they lose, because they don't have a strategy. They don't have something in place that can give them that high probability, right? You need to figure out for yourself what kind of trader you are, and that will only come. The only way that will come is with time and experience in the market. That's pretty much it that I wanted to say for the video here. I just really wanted to throw that out there. Just really preaching the whole patience thing. The whole thing on the channel here isn't really for me to get up and preach anything, but if I am to do something, it really will be on patience, as just nowadays, just no one is patient. Once again, that really comes with the whole technology thing that just allows people to search anything on their phones within a split second, or have access to anything at the access of their fingertips right there on their mobile device. It's just going to come with patience, time, and the market will discipline you if you don't have that patience. I'm going to stop rambling on here. If you want to learn more, I'm a swing trader, of course. We have tons of other traders in the community. You can sign up for a free trial on the website. I'll throw the link in the description. You don't need a credit card, debit card, any of that crap. All you need is a name and an email, and you'll have access to the live streams for the week. I stream Monday to Friday every single day, starting at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. So if you have any questions, feel free, come on over. If you don't want to join, that's completely fine for the free trial. You could always just reach out to myself in the email. I'll throw my email there in the description. But just remember, just patience. You need to have patience, and it's only going to come with experience and time in the market. Hopefully you enjoyed. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you can. Help out the channel. Appreciate your time. Thank you for listening, and enjoy your night.